Kyivan Rus was a fascinating early medieval state. It stretched across vast lands in Eastern Europe. The East Slavs lived here alongside daring Viking traders. Kyiv, a city on the mighty Dnipro River, was its heart. At the helm of this realm was Grand Prince Vladimir. He is often called Vladimir the Great, and for good reason. Initially, Vladimir followed the old pagan traditions of his ancestors. He was known for his military prowess and his many campaigns, but he was also a leader looking for something more. He sought a way to truly unify his diverse peoples. The era was one of immense change across Europe. New kingdoms were rising, great religions were spreading their influence far and wide. Kyivan Rus found itself at a significant crossroads. Ideas and faiths flowed along its trade routes. From the south came the influence of the Byzantine Empire. From the west, Latin Christianity was expanding. The choices made then would shape the future profoundly. Before the momentous year of 988, Kyivan Rus was a pagan land. Its people worshipped a pantheon of gods and goddesses. Perun, the god of thunder and war, was highly revered. Veles was the god of cattle, wealth, and the underworld. People also believed in many nature spirits. Forests, rivers, and homes all had their own guardians. These beliefs were deeply woven into daily life. Society in Kyivan Rus was largely tribal. Various East Slavic tribes had their own customs. Finnic and Baltic peoples also inhabited these lands. The Varangians, fierce Vikings from the north, played a crucial role. They were skilled warriors, traders, and eventually rulers. This created a vibrant, sometimes volatile mix of cultures. Loyalty was often to a local chieftain or tribe. Such diversity could be a strength but also a challenge. Politically, the land was a collection of principalities. Princes governed their own territories. They frequently vied with each other for power and influence. Grand Prince Vladimir himself had fought hard to consolidate his rule. He understood that lasting unity required more than just military might. He began to search for a common ideology. Grand Prince Vladimir was a shrewd leader. He knew that paganism, with its many local deities, was divisive. It did not foster the strong centralized state he envisioned. He needed a unifying force for his vast and diverse realm. A single overarching faith seemed like the answer. This new religion would need to be powerful. It had to command respect and inspire loyalty among his people. The search for such a faith became a priority. Legend tells us a fascinating story about Vladimir's quest. He reportedly sent envoys to investigate various religions. These messengers traveled to different lands. They observed the Muslims in Volga, Bulgaria, noting their customs. They visited the Jewish Khazars. They also witnessed the practices of Latin Christians in the Germanic lands. Vladimir wanted first-hand accounts of these different faiths. The envoys were most profoundly moved by their visit to Constantinople. They attended a service in the Hagia Sophia, the great cathedral. Its sheer scale, glittering mosaics, and solemn rituals overwhelmed them. They reported back to Vladimir with awe. Section 4. The Dnipro's Embrace, the mass baptism of 988. Having weighed his options, Vladimir made his historic choice. He decided to adopt Eastern Orthodox Christianity. This was the faith of the powerful Byzantine Empire. Tradition holds that Vladimir himself was baptized first. This likely occurred in the Crimean city of Chersonesus around 987 or 988. He took the Christian name Basil in honor of the Byzantine emperor. This personal conversion was the crucial first step. Upon his return to Kyiv, Vladimir acted decisively. He ordered the destruction of the old pagan idols. The prominent statue of Perun, the thunder god, was pulled down. It was tied to a horse's tail and dragged through the streets. Then, it was ceremoniously thrown into the waters of the Dnipro River. The most dramatic event was the mass baptism of Kyiv's inhabitants. In the summer of 988, Vladimir issued a proclamation. He commanded all residents, rich and poor, to assemble by the Dnipro River. Byzantine priests who had accompanied Vladimir were ready to perform the rites. Section 5. A New Dawn. Immediate cultural and societal shifts. The adoption of Christianity ushered in profound changes. New legal codes influenced by Byzantine Christian principles were introduced. These laws began to shape ideas about justice and morality. Concepts of sin, repentance, and charity gained new prominence. Family life and social customs also started to transform. The church's teachings on marriage and behavior became influential. This was a slow but steady evolution of societal norms. A wave of construction began. Churches and monasteries started to appear across the land. Kyiv itself became a center of Christian learning and worship. The magnificent St. Sophia's Cathedral was one such example. Priests and monks played a vital role in education. They taught people to read and write using the Cyrillic alphabet. This script, adapted for Slavic languages, was crucial. It helped to develop a rich written culture in Kyivan Rus. Art and architecture experienced a remarkable blossoming. Byzantine styles heavily influenced this creative surge. Icon painting became a central religious art form. These sacred images adorned the new churches. The sound of liturgical chant filled these sacred spaces. This was a significant cultural transformation. Section 6. Centuries of Faith. Christianity's enduring mark on Ukraine. Christianity quickly became a cornerstone of Ukrainian identity. It profoundly shaped the nation's values, ethics, and traditions. For many centuries, the church was a dominant institution. It influenced art, inspiring beautiful frescoes and icons. It shaped music with rich liturgical chants. It fostered literature through chronicles and religious texts. The church also provided education and moral guidance to the populace. Monasteries emerged as vital centers of culture and learning. The Kyiv Pechersk Lavra, or Monastery of the Caves, is a prime example. Founded in the 11th century, it became a major spiritual hub. Monks there dedicated themselves to prayer, scholarship, and artistic pursuits. They meticulously copied manuscripts, preserving knowledge. These monastic centers were beacons of learning. They kept culture alive, especially during times of turmoil and foreign invasion. The Christian faith provided a source of resilience for Ukraine. It helped the people navigate numerous historical challenges. These included periods of foreign domination and internal conflict. The church often served as a unifying force. Section 7. Echoes through time. The baptism's legacy in modern Ukraine. The baptism of Kyivan Rus in 988 is not just a distant memory, it is a foundational event in Ukrainian national consciousness. Many Ukrainians view it as the spiritual birth of their nation. It connects them to a long and distinguished Christian heritage. This event provides a sense of historical depth and continuity. Celebrations and commemorations of this baptism are still very significant today. It is a shared point of origin. In contemporary Ukraine, Christianity remains a vibrant and influential force. The Orthodox Church of Ukraine and the Ukrainian Greek Catholic Church are prominent. Many other Christian denominations also flourish. Religious holidays such as Easter and Christmas are widely observed. They